Well, I do boiling water first because there's like
the impurities.
skip it because I want like a clean white. Yeah.
How much do you get out of that?
Like for me, I could get like half of this mug. Okay. And that'll last me like months because it's just me and my wifey. So yeah.
What were you saying about Boeing? It was about Boeing, right?
We're just doing the weave right now. So, it is being reported that the Air Force overpaid nearly 8,000% for soap dispensers on military aircraft.
They got ripped off. Genius. Who's ripping off our military?
Boeing.
Boeing!
It's always those military contractors.
8,000% for soap dispensers? We're talking about...
But what they needed to use titanium, carbon fiber, and also bulletproof because who knows if they get attacked.
But they looked at the soap dispensers, it's almost the exact same ones you get on Amazon. That's why it's an 8,000% markup on it. Otherwise it would have just been like a really, really luxury soap dispenser.
Yeah.
Military grade.
The pink soap.
Wait, what did they do with the soap dispenser?
So basically,
They overbuild them or something, right?
yeah. So dispensers were one of about a dozen spare parts for which Boeing overcharged the Air Force, resulting in nearly $1 million in additional and unnecessary costs. Specifically on these, the Air Force overpaid $149,000 for soap dispensers that literally look like regular soap dispensers. It's like plastic bottle on the bottom, slightly.
They should fire both of those motherfuckers that made the deal. The guy that was like working for Boeing. Here's the contract, and then the military guy that signed off on it.
Fire 'em.
I know what they were doing.
Yeah. But doesn't that happen on everything?
Yeah, everything. Fire all. That's why we want to try to get Tulsi in office. You can fix all this.
Yeah.
She has a specific desire to fix that in the military system?
I think it's more Elon.
It's part of the military-industrial complex.
She wants to stop the military-industrial complex, but Elon wants to stop the
government efficiency, though. Those are two separate things, though, right?
Yeah. So that's why I think one's internal, and then one is the continuing building of this complex, which I think what Tulsi is about.
Yeah.
You know, because every time we have a new war, we also all of a sudden have a fucking Burger King in that country. It's just a lot of people like, we're gonna get rich together. Yeah. And it's like,
and it's not even America. You would think, right? Like, that's how KFC got everywhere. They can buy so many that they would get a better deal. But then when you see the paperwork, you're like, why are they paying retail or even more than what the public pays?
Marked up, yeah.
Because that's what you said. Because they're buying in bulk. Right? They're buying in bulk. It's like if you're buying like 20 cars or more, right? Shouldn't you get a deal?
Yeah, you go to Honda, they give you a fucking fleet discount. Yeah. They don't charge you more. Oh, you want to buy 50? Okay, it's gonna be even more than that.
Good, a deal for both of us.
I gotta do more work, so
You know how much paperwork that is?
And then the biggest one are construction contracts. A lot of them, they're like, well, we have to use the best, materials and this and that, and it's like, it's the private sector and the government working together to steal as much of the tax money as they can.
That's what I'm saying, fire both.
So when people say government's the problem and they go, no, corporations are the problem, it's like, nah, dude, it's the corruption that's the problem on both fucking sides.
I am down to have a Jollibee in Iraq, though.
Yeah, Philippines gotta get into more wars.
Do you think the locals are like excited when a new Burger King pops up?
The Middle Eastern.
Yeah. Do you think like some of them are like, yo, like I don't like the Americans, but Whopper Jr.
It's pretty clutch. Which fries do you think are better, Burger King or McDonald's? Which one do you want?
I get it now. I get what everyone's talking about.
My favorite thing to do is travel and try that specific item in that. Because I'm just like, how the fuck do they do it? And it tastes like authentically McDonald's, but we don't have it.
Have you guys been hearing about all these reports of all these comparisons of how all the American food, like McDonald's, all those chains, are way worse in America than like
100%. I believe it.
Just because all the ingredients and all the FDA, they allow them to do whatever. Yeah, and we're
I feel like too they try harder. They cherish their like McDonald's or 7-Eleven way more than we do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, or like Applebee's, we don't care.
Oh yeah, some
over
people
there like, we have Applebee's.
Fast food places that's like a career job
for sure.
They get paid like way. I think when well at the time it's different, but I remember going to like Norway one time, and then they paid like $19 an hour to work at McDonald's when I think our minimum wage at the time was like 11 or 12. Wow. Mm-hmm. And it's like that's crazy. That's like a huge difference. People can actually just earn a regular living And then they also got like free healthcare and fucking higher education and stuff. So it's like that's just wild.
Balances all out, bastards.
The Applebee's in Guam has like live bands and stuff like that. Come on. Yeah.
Live bands and Applebee's. Wow.
My friends wanted to go to Chili's in Japan, and I was like, "Fucking Chili's? Are you fucking kidding me?"
Hey, Chili's is still fire here.
I was gonna say I actually love Chili's though.
Potato wedges, come on.
I heard
But even Denny's, they have these chains. Denny's, Chili's, they have it all, right? But when you go there, it's good.
I heard Waba Grill's good at DR Congo. Can you imagine that? Just like if I knew that.
You know what is funny to me though is the difference of Yoshinoya in Japan versus the US.
Come on, man. Yeah.
And Yoshinoya is still tight here.
It is tight. It is tight.
It's actually. I'll still eat it.
We got it for lunch, and in my head,
I just look at it like a different restaurant.
Yeah, for sure. It's a restaurant in Japan.
Yeah.
It's a different place.
now here is just good.
Because like if you think about it, fast food is only as good as the last guy that touched it before you got it, and that guy here clearly doesn't give a shit, man.
Have you seen the Doritos like ingredients list? Like American versus European.
I love
Ours is all the crazy bezagetrin, detzalenza, betazobagobadate, and then their shit's like corn chips.
Dude, I want to hear that on loop. I need to hear those ingredients on loop, man. That's like a lyric. It's not like.
Isn't there an argument though that some of it is just about
presentation.
what you have to say?
If you looked it up and you're like, what does that do? It'll be like to give it that perfect orange tint.
Yeah.
No. I mean also on like transparency of ingredients.
That too,
So like some places they might still have those ingredients. They just don't have the same.
The law doesn't make them disclose it. Because our FDA is different.
Fuck you, just eat everything. They don't look at shit.
A huge difference between like food coloring and stuff that like we'll use.
I'm not eating Doritos for health.
Because they don't use yellow 5.
I'll tell you that.
They don't use yellow 5. They don't use certain dyes. They don't. Yeah.
If I eat some chips and my fingers aren't stained from whatever color they're eating, I don't want it.
I just want to eat the seed oil straight up.
Or the whole bottle, please.
Yeah, just raw dog it, dude.
Yo, dude, Nina's gone pretty like about seed oils.
Yeah, no
She's
good.
full on MAGA now.
Is that MAGA to have no seed oil?
I think
Seed oil?
Wait, so
no
she's-
seed oils
she's
and
not-
carnivore is pretty MAGA.
But it's like so hard to do.
No, but it's
Carnivore for
you
sure,
do it
man.
at home so that when you can't do it, when you're not in control somewhere else, you live like a little bit more okay.
Hey, that I did that when I was like trying to lose some weight to go just meat and fruit. I think that was one of the biggest fucking reasons. Yeah, but also I think it was fucking up with my skin condition. Like I got eczema and shit, and then I think it was like a huge part of it, cutting out all oil. And then it's easy to do if you get
oil.
you can make your own tallow. Like you just get fat and you just boil that, and then that's all I use.
What do you mean you just get fat though? You know, like
So like let's say I get a big, like you go to Costco, right, and then you get a big thing of like
Raw beef?
like chuck. Chuck, you could get like a big thing, and it's cheap. It's like, I don't know, like $90. It'll last you a minute. And then while you're processing the meat, there'll be fat pieces of fat. And then you'll have like a handful like this big.
Yeah.
You chop it up, boil it, wait for the water to go, and then it'll start, deep frying itself. And then when it's ready to go, you got like this much of tallow.
so. You gotta put water in it.
First,
Wait, what are you doing with the tallow?
Cooking with
I cook with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Use it
Oh.
Yeah. Or you could just buy it. You could. I mean, I do it because it's cheap to do it that way. You can just buy
You
it.
do a ground beef too. That's what I do.
Because I got the big thing of New York strip steak,
You got the
whatever,
roast?
from Costco, and then I was like cutting off the fat, and I literally had like this much.
Oh, dude, that will make you so much tallow.
Yeah, I was like, I should probably do something with it. I just put it in the
freeze
fridge.
it?
I just put it in the fridge.
you put it in a protein.
I'll show you how to make it.
I give it to my plants.
Do you still have it? I'll make it for you when I come over. I'll show you how to do it.
Oh, no, I thought, should I put it in the freezer for now?
Yeah.
Or the fat in the fridge could last a while. Like,
Depends on how fresh it is. I don't know.
How do you make the tallow? You cook
in the freezer.
you heat up.
Well, you want to chop it up into small pieces because it'll like cook quicker. Yeah. And you just let it. Yeah. Well, I do boiling water first because there's like what do you call it? Like the brown shit in the blood, and then I scoop that from the top
like the impurities
skim
or
it?
whatever. I see.
because I want like a clean white. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But it only takes like 30 minutes.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, and it lasts like weeks, dude.
How much do you get out of that?
Like
Depends on how. Like for me, I could get like half of this mug,
Okay.
and that'll last me like months because it's just me and my wifey. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Tallow, man, it's the way to go, dude.
What were you saying about Boeing? It was about Boeing, right?
We're just doing the weave right now. We're doing the weave, okay?
full circle. We're
Coming back.
You're saying about Boeing? Hey, I mean, RFK's trying to do the food industrial complex.
No, don't bring it actually back, dude. End with the weave, man. End with the weave.